afternoon. It's day 3 and we're at GITEX 2023. We're talking to Dell's Haidi Nossair. Thank you so much for speaking to Gulf Business. Could you tell our listeners what is Dell doing and incorporating 5G technology and AI for its clients?
Hey, Manisha, thank you for having me today. So first of all, let me just say it's been a great GITEX so far. I love it. I love that it has the same traffic and buzz as we had last year. So I'm expecting another phenomenal year for GITEX. So happy to be here this year. From that perspective, when it comes to AI, we have a very straightforward strategy. We have a comprehensive. We have AI. We look at AI from 3 parameters: AI in, AI on, and AI for. So the AI in is how we incorporate the artificial intelligence in our technology, in all our solutions, from the end user devices to the data center. For AI for, we work with our customers to make sure that their infrastructures is ready for the new AI or Gen AI workloads. And then AI for, we as an organization look at what are the AI applications or use cases that we can implement to remove redundant, mundane workloads from our employees. So do I need to do everything myself, or I can offload my work to AI and then start doing some more intelligent stuff. So when it comes to AI in the end user devices, we ship all our commercial line with what we call Dell Optimizer, which has multiple features that allows that improves the connectivity of the device, that improve the battery life cycle for the device, because it optimizes it based on the utilization of application that the user is opening. It also personalizes my utilization of the device. It personalizes the application that I usually or commonly use. So that makes the device more talking to me, rather than it is a device that you can use, I can use, and everyone else is using the same way. So it optimizes the Wi-Fi connectivity. For example, when I'm in a place like this, there are multi-Wi-Fi hubs. So it makes sure that I have seamless connectivity, so it doesn't interrupt my work. The other technology that we're very proud to bring in is 5G. So yes, today we're so highly dependent on Wi-Fi, but we all know that Wi-Fi is not the most secure way of connection. So moving forward in the very near future, we need to rely more and more on 5G. And that's why we're looking at our mobile devices today to ship with the 5G SIM cards. So this is how we build relationship with telecom operators. Devices ready to have the SIM, or we agree with telecom we ship the mobile or connected devices, including eSIMs as well. So where in countries they offer eSIMs, like here, so that could be also one of our joint offering together with any of with the Etisalat or so this is very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to see these devices in the market.
Sure. So following up, could you tell us what are the key trends that you're seeing in the PC consumption market across the country and the region?
Everybody expected that the market will shift totally to mobility.
Yes.
In the region, we were heavily reliant on desktop. We were less on mobile devices, and then we shifted 100% to mobile devices, and now we're normalizing where the market is split 60-40 between mobile devices and desktop. There are still users in certain organizations or certain persona in certain organizations where, for whatever reason, it can be cost, but it can also be security. They require that they use desktop, right? So this is where the market remains split between that. Also, we're seeing more interest in the weight of devices or the footprint of devices. So even if you're putting a desktop, we have a lot of demand on all-in-one. So you take less space and on desks. Another shift that I'm seeing in the market, which is the interest of what AI can do. What are the devices that come with AI, intelligent, collaborative, highly collaborative, and reactive devices. So this is a trend that is starting to pick up very quickly, especially with the big hype or the big buzz. It's not hype, it's reality.
Yes.
With the big opportunity that Gen AI is giving us today.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's the thing. Another trend that was very surprising, which is people ask to have more than one display at the moment. I remember pre-COVID, a lot of us would use laptops, but without any notebooks, without any monitors. Today, I hear the comment from so many people, I can no longer work with one display or with my notebook monitor. I need additional displays to be more productive. So this is a new, it's a uprising trend, and I think it makes sense. It just increased productivity.
Interesting. Because we're talking about productivity, I'd like to go into the future of workspace. We've all done the hybrid work model. We've also done, being in different countries, different states, all of it, right? How is Dell looking at it? How are you addressing this trend?
It's our responsibility as an organization, as Dell Technologies, to help our customers to really normalize their strategy about hybrid work. Yeah. Everybody have done it in so many ways. Yeah. Now it's time to normalize and build upon it. But what we think it should happen is it needs to be people-centric. Okay. Because then organization will have the opportunity to focus on innovation, because that's their work, innovation to advance their core business. And innovation starts with people. So we bring it back to then make your work place strategy people-centric. And with that, you need to think of few parameters. One, are you giving the right technology to the right persona? Do you understand your personas? First, they need to understand who are the users based on the applications they utilize and the workloads they deliver. And the second thing, then give them the right devices and give them the right ecosystem, as we talked earlier about the displays. And the second thing, technology that is intelligent, collaborative, seamless. So when I move with the office from one meeting room to the other, I don't want my connectivity to be interrupted or my work to be interrupted. Remote collaboration on videos, it's very important to make every employee comfortable. You go in meeting rooms, the other people are sitting in their homes, and we spend 15 minutes saying, well, can you hear me? Do you hear me? Oh, we lost them. Okay, let's redial again. Yes. It's too complicated. So seamless collaboration is very important. And then we want to do that with making sure that the devices are secure. So again, we help organizations build their zero trust security strategy. Okay. And for Dell, we start from the supply chain, from the point of logistics, because a lot can happen into the devices in the shipping cycle till they reach organization. So we introduced services where they can track that the original components that arrives in the devices are original. Also, they can track if there is any tapping of the BIOS happens. There are many security parameters under the OS to allow them to protect the credentials in case of your username and password in case your device gets hacked. So all this is what we bring in under the OS. Then we work with organizations like the likes of CrowdStrike, Carbon Black, and Absolute to make sure that we bundle with software that add the protection features. Yeah. And of course, we have other services for the network and the data center. But let's say organizations adopt that protective measure, we also provide them with service to manage, detect, and response in case they still get hacked and they lost access to all their network and devices. We help them recover and remediate immediately. So it's end-to-end strategy between technology, partnering with the software vendors, as well as services to protect organizations. And the last thing is, we as Dell, we've done the workforce transformation and we've done it with sustainability in mind. So we know that we want to pass this know-how to organizations, and we would love to share with them the sustainability effort that we did in our devices, which is how we can be good. We're striving to be better for the planet with our climate change features, and then our goal to have zero carbon emission by 2050, and also help customers not only to build their strategy about sustainability and use the devices to answer or help them achieve the KPIs of ESG for their organizations.
Okay, so that gives me, I have 2 points in mind I'd like to, probe further. One is, you mentioned that AI and 5G are, open up huge opportunities, and Dell is addressing opportunities for its clients because of these technologies. What challenges do you foresee because of AI and because of 5G, and what is Dell doing to address it? And second, when it comes to sustainability, where do you place Dell? Are you an early adopter in terms of sustainability practices? And could you explain that further?
Sure. So I think AI, I think we're all talking about the same thing, is that how to protect the privacy, how to really leverage the technology but protect the privacy. That is key. But it is not Dell's responsibility, it's actually the industry's responsibility, as also how governments will put data laws, right?
Okay.
This is very, very critical. And when to use what. Another thing about AI, because data will be everywhere, which is the security. No organization is 100% or individual is 100% protected. So what's very important is we know how to stay protected, meaning that to implement your parameters to protect your house,
Okay.
but also you know who are you going to call to come and save you in case you have a breach, right? So this is very important. I think security today is not a luxury anymore.
Okay.
It's a must, but organizations are still not building this. They're still building the zero trust strategy. So there is some work to be done. Honestly, they are not there yet.
Okay.
And on 5G, I think the first challenge will be the cost. Because today, if I have my device on 5G and I'm traveling, so I'm paying roaming, right? So there need to be, in my view, the best approach for that is if we reach that space, we need telecom operators to start having like a global roaming agreement to reduce the costs on the user and on companies. It can be my corporate laptop, or it can be my personal laptop. But that's also important. It needs to happen because, again, for the security reasons. I mean, really, I've just seen a video today about the Wi-Fi, how I can be easily tapped with Wi-Fi connectivity. It's scary.
Exactly.
Yeah. When it comes to sustainability, honestly, we pride ourselves. We've been in this journey for over 10 years. It started small, but now we are, for the last few years, we became really serious about it and aggressive about executing on our goals. So we had 23 goals where we wanted to, by 2030, to ship 100% of all devices will be shipped in 100% recyclable boxes or made from a renewable material.
Okay.
We also want to, for every metric ton that customers will order, we're going to ship an equivalent metric ton of recyclable or renewable material.
Okay.
So these are some of the goals that we have, and already today in our Latitude lineup and Precision,
Okay.
the boxes come 100% renewable or recycled material. The second thing is we added 2 years ago, our carbon footprint, zero emission of carbon footprint.
Okay.
And so by 2050, our objective is to have zero emission, net carbon
Across
emission.
the board.
Across Scope 1, 2, and 3,
Okay.
which is very aggressive
Yes.
goal.
Yeah.
But again, we're committed to the goal and
Okay.
we're working on it.
Okay.
And that will help us as an organization be more energy efficient for our consumption, our supply chain, as well as help organizations with the devices that they utilize. So, without big goals, you're not going to deliver big results. So we hope that we'll be able to really deliver on all these results. We're sharing our progress every year. We are actually ahead of the progress when it comes to recycled or renewable material, let's say on packaging. We're ahead of our 2030 goals, so this is good. Now we're working on the rest of the goals to accelerate the outcomes.
Thank you so much for your insight, Haidi, and talking to Gulf Business. Thank you so much.
Loving being here. Thank you.